Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. Let's do the whole darn weekend. Saturday, April the 10th, National Cinnamon Crescent Day. That sounds good. Encourage a Young Writer Day. I think that's a great idea. National Farm Animals Day and National Siblings Day. So this is the day. Every day on Facebook, I see somebody sharing, hey, it's National Siblings Day.
All the time.
It's today.
Like every other day is Siblings Day.
Yeah, April the 10th is actually the day. So
Okay.
Saturday, April 10th, apparently is National Siblings Day. Sunday the 11th, National Barbershop Quartet Day, National Cheese Fondue Day, National 8-Track Tape Day. Do you remember 8-track tapes?
I do.
Did you have any of those?
I did. A couple.
Do you remember any in particular?
I had Steve Martin's comedy album
There
on
you go.
8-track.
That's what I was expecting. National Pet Day and National Submarine Day. All of those things happening this weekend. And I have John Houston joining me. He's got a new book out. It's called Finding My Way Home. I'm excited to chat with him. It's a fascinating story.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A new study shows that roughly half of Americans are not sure how much money is in their bank account. I have no idea. According to a recent poll of 2,000 people, 55% admit fear keeps them from monitoring their bank account as regularly as they should.
Okay.
Do you know how much money is in our bank account right
Yes,
now?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Like down to the penny? She's pretty good.
close.
You probably do.
Yeah.
She took my debit card away for that very reason.
Yes, I did.
'Cause I'd
we
use
get
it.
overdrafts.
I used the
And
card,
I'm
and she's like, what did you do? I'm like, I don't know. Oh, hey, here's a fistful of receipts. And I dropped down a month's worth of receipts. A new
Yeah.
poll reveals that tacos reign as the food guaranteed to brighten up a bad day. So if you know somebody that's having a bad day, bring them a taco, according to this story.
I completely disagree.
It would work for me. Tacos would make me... What would be your happy food?
French fries.
Yeah, I knew that too. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. A 25-year-old man is accused of backing his car into an Oklahoma City business and then telling police he meant to hit the neighboring vape store and the marijuana dispensary to burglarize it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
John
probably not much
Little
better.
backed his vehicle. His name is John Little. My name is John Small. Anyway, he backed his vehicle into a shoe repair business and smashed everything in its path. The owner's daughter said it's a massive loss for her parents and their small business. It's pretty depressing and sad because they've been working very hard and they've been doing very well. The glass from the storefront shattered, covered the inside of the business, ceiling tiles everywhere. The place is destroyed.
That's sad.
Anyway, they said, why in the world did you do this? You go, I meant to hit the building next door. He was trying to smash up the vape shop and the smoke shop and the marijuana dispensary to burglarize the place. So, bad idea. It doesn't even say if he was under the influence, but I guess I'm
Right.
just assuming.
Yeah, you
That is
almost have to
what
assume.
happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Armie Hammer is back in the news again. He's now been dropped from his role in the Cold War drama Billion Dollar Spy. Too much drama going on in his life.
I know.
Like,
He's really had quite a bit lately.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna pass. So he's no longer in the program. Sharon Osbourne, by the way, was on a program called The Talk.
Yes.
And she left the show, The Talk, and it says here she reportedly was paid millions of dollars to leave the show. Millions of dollars. They go, you know what? We're going to buy out
So
your
they
contract.
wanted her gone.
You need to go. Here's a bunch of dough. See you later.
Huh.
So I don't know exactly what was going on there. And I've never seen the show.
No, I don't watch
as
any
far
of
as I
those
know.
things.
If I did, I don't remember seeing it. I might have seen it, but I don't think so. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of RadioSavings.com. Now, something I do very, very intentionally is I try to steer clear of politics or anything political because I know it's divisive. So this is not going to be a path down a political discussion, but it's just an interesting story. And it has to do with something that's going to be maybe political. But again, I'm not trying to go down any political path. Did I make all of that very clear,
Yes,
Heidi?
you did. Very clear.
So do you know what I'm really trying to say to you, Heidi?
You're telling me not to make it political.
So yes, that is what I'm trying to say. Wow, you're good at this. A life-size bronze statue of Greta Thunberg, the Swedish climate activist, was recently installed at a United Kingdom university, but it has sparked backlash among students and other critics who argue this money could have been better spent. The sculpture, by the way, cost, how much do you suppose for a sculpture? A life-size sculpture of a human person. How much do you think that would cost? I've never even thought how much a sculpture would cost.
I'm going to say 200,000.
Oh, no, it's less than that. 24,000 pounds, which would be $33,000.
Yeah, okay.
It was unveiled at the University of Winchester in southern England, and there are people that are upset. Now, there are some that are upset because they're going, okay, this is political and we don't want to take sides on things. Others are just upset. They're going, that is a lot of money right now for this university to spend on a statue.
Well, it is a lot of money, but honestly, for what I would
a bargain
assume something
compared
like
to what you've
that
done?
would cost to have commissioned, I don't know.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's any good either.
This is true.
It's supposed
Well,
to be.
apparently good enough that they all knew who it was supposed to be.
Who's it supposed to be again? So, and then first I got to say something, Heidi. Very proud of you.
Why, thank you.
You did a really good job of not making that political. Very good. 3 dangerous wildfires in the Black Hills of my home state of South Dakota forced evacuations of many homes in that area.
Horrible.
That is not the side of the state that I am from, but I do know many people who live on that side of
Right.
South Dakota. The wildfires also caused the shutdown of Mount Rushmore National Memorial. So
Yikes.
there are people who were planning on, trips out there, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, I don't get to go to that.
Which is
because-
beautiful, by the way.
It
If
is
you
really
have
cool.
never seen it,
It's
it is
cool. Yeah,
definitely
we've
a
been there a
trip
bunch.
worth
And then a
taking.
Florida mother was arrested after showing up at her daughter's school wearing boxing gloves to fight a 14-year-old girl. I think we actually
Yeah,
talked
we
about
did.
that. What a bizarre story. Your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy
She had to
of
protect
Radio.
her manicure.
Yeah, I suppose. Bad idea. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of RadioSavings.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with our guest today. We have John Houston. He's got a new book. It's called Finding My Way Home, A Journey to Discovery, Hope, and a Life of Purpose. Mr. Houston, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, John?
I am fantastic. Thank you for taking the time to chat with me. And in this book, you talk about some of the things that maybe didn't go so great in your life, but then kind of how you got back on track. And I love the fact that you're putting yourself out there and letting people know that, hey, I'm not perfect, but you know what? This is some stuff that might be able to help others. So thank you for doing that.
Hey, no problem. One of the things that I've learned is we're all broken and we all are in this journey together.
And that's one of the things that, again, I love the fact that you're putting this out and just saying, hey, here's some stuff that happened to me, because every single person has probably had something happen, whether they want to admit it or not. But I think the first step in getting better and getting, on and moving on is kind of letting people, or at least letting yourself know that, hey, this happened and now it's time to move forward.
It is, man, and it's it's changing that perspective and looking back and seeing God in the midst of all of those hard stories and those good stories in our lives.
So let's talk about the book and how you came up with the concept to finally sit down and just put this in words. What was it that made you decide to do that?
I think it was really that God was just wanting me to share the story of the hope that is within me. That all of us are broken, and God can use that brokenness, and through that reconciliation and restoration process, He can lead us to that hope that can only be found in Him.
And this is something that, again, it's your story, it's your life, and it's things that have happened to you. Give us some examples of some of the things we're going to learn about you when we read this book.
Yeah, probably one of the biggest ones is that when I was 11 and my brother was 15, we basically started living by ourselves, and my brother had to start our landscaping company to support us. And so that literally just became part of our life of living alone and supporting ourselves all the way through junior high and high school and into our adult life. And
I'm reading on here where early in your life you ended up moving in with your girlfriend's family. They kind of took you in, and that girlfriend is now your wife, right?
She is, man, almost 30 years. So that was an amazing part of my journey, is that, they should have never taken me in, but they felt like that's what the Lord was telling them to do. And it was actually the first time that I ever actually saw what a really fully functioning family looked like. And so they gave me a model on how to actually have a wife, have kids, and lead them in a healthier stewardship way. And you had a landscaping business when you were a kiddo, and now you're the CEO of John Houston Custom Homes, and you guys build homes in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, is that right? Yes, sir, we do. Yep. We'll do probably 800 of them this year. 800 homes this year? Yes. Holy cow, that's a lot of homes. You guys got to stay pretty darn busy. We are really, really busy. It is crazy time right now. Again, in the midst of all of that, you said, I am still going to take some time to put this book together to help other people. So what a cool thing. I love that you did that. Hey, thank you. Yeah, we're, even in the midst of the home building company, the Lord had led us to start 6 other companies as well. And it's just been neat to see how that God is taking that brokenness from when I was a kid and just begin to reconcile that in our lives and begin to restore all those things that we had lost. And so much of that came just from having a different perspective on that story and trying to look back on those stories and see that God was actually in the midst of it the whole time. So there's got to be at least one person listening right now that's probably going through something that they think, man, this is such a bad place to be. This is a tough thing that I'm going through. And, sometimes it feels hopeless, but to find hope in the hopeless, there's actually some really good truth to that, isn't there? To find the hope in the hopelessness. There is, I'm telling you. And man, I totally relate to that. My mom committed suicide. And I know right now in the midst of so much stuff we've been going through, I know even some of our staff are dealing with family members that are struggling financially or with suicide or different situations that they may be facing. And man, that's my hope, is that as they read this book, that they can see hope in that journey, that God was with them, and they can turn that around and actually begin to share that hope that is within them with other people. Well, I love that you did what you did and put this book together, and I hope that you can help a bunch of people get on the right path. If they'd like to find the book, can they find it at the website meetjohnhouston.com? Is that the right place? Yes, sir. That's perfect. Again, meetjohnhouston.com. John, thank you again for your time today. We appreciate it, sir. Hey, thank you, John. Great to be here. Absolutely. Again, John Houston, and the book is called Finding My Way Home, A Journey to Discover Hope and a Life of Purpose. I've got a link to that site in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Originally built at the University of Pennsylvania School of Engineering in 1946, ENAC, which we talked about the other day, it's the first big computer. Guess how much it weighed?
You said it was the size of a room, right?
60,000 pounds.
Okay.
It took up a room larger than most studio apartments, 1,500 square feet. It was sent off to the military where it was used to calculate ballistic trajectories. with frightening accuracy, by the way. Today's computer experts say that this was the dawn of the information age. And I feel silly because this is the second half of the fun fact I had the other day. So I cut it in half.
It's pretty cool how
accidentally.
far we've come, isn't it? I mean,
we have more computing
cool
power.
and terrifying because
That was
I don't think
1946.
it's all been good.
We
but
have more computing power now in our pockets on our cell phone.
Isn't that crazy?
It is absolutely crazy. But it is also today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world. Brought to you by radiotravelgroup.com. Dateline, Suez Canal. I don't know where that is. Where's the Suez Canal?
Isn't it Egypt area?
Could be. Dateline, it's right near Suez. It has been in the news a lot. You'd think we would know this.
Oh, yeah, it has.
Shipping experts say the blockage in the Suez Canal I believe it's all done now, but it could lead to worldwide shortages of oil, gas, clothing, and food. Because there are things that are, on a pretty specific shipping schedule,
Right.
and with the holdup there, it's going to just throw everything out of whack a little bit. So there we go. Be careful over there in Suez. This is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. An enraged ex-Walmart employee crashed his car into a Walmart in North Carolina.
What is up with people crashing their cars into buildings?
No, location was again North Carolina, Concord, North Carolina. Drove down several aisles of the store before he was finally stopped. Police say the terrifying incident unfolded at 6 a.m., so thank goodness it was really early. They wouldn't be really, really busy yet. There were actually no customers on site. A number of employees, the man's former colleagues, were in the store at the time of the collision. Nobody was injured in the reckless incident. However, there was significant damage to the building.
I can imagine.
Shoppers kept pulling into the parking lot, really kind of confused because they didn't know what was going on. The store was closed for the day. They had to turn transform the messy crime scene back into a store. The employee is looking at felony charges.
Yeah, I bet.
And using, what does it say here? Including assault on a government official with a deadly weapon and breaking and entering, also a misdemeanor charge. So all of that, just don't know what happened or what sparked that, but what a bizarre story. It is today's Weird News.
John and Heidi.
Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by RadioSavings.com. A Florida woman was arrested for allegedly firing multiple shots into her husband's truck.
Ooh.
Yeah, Laura Love is her name. She's 45, facing felony charges after her husband told deputies she shot up his vehicle with a handgun just before midnight. 4 children were inside the home. Actually,
Oh, my
it's 12
gosh.
p.m., so that would be just before noon, wouldn't it be?
Right.
Yeah. The husband told investigators he and Love had been separated for nearly 2 years, but still lived together in their home with 4 children. Deputies say in an argument over the husband getting home late, it led to her shooting the vehicle with her 9mm.
Yikes.
Authorities arrived. They say they overheard Love telling one of her children to take the gun and put it in the truck. 45-year-old was taken into custody, charged with, what is it here? Shooting a missile into a vehicle.
Missile?
I think the missile was a bullet, but yeah, she's in trouble. That is today's moment of duh. Brought to you by RadioSavings.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, But I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Heidi, are you ready to hopefully
I'm
get back
ready.
on? You've been wrong a
I
little
have
bit
been,
lately,
quite
so
a
let's see if
bit.
you can get back on track here. Here we go. The Atlantic Club, Ocean City, Maryland. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab
That
center?
is a golf course.
You are wrong again.
No way.
Yeah.
You won't call a rehab center a club.
The Atlantic Club is a rehab center.
No way.
It
I
is
think
too.
you're just lying
I'm not.
now.
I'm not. That's why this game is so fun, because those things sound so much alike, but they're just not. That's how we play. Oh, by the way, for those of you who got it right at home, this golf clap is for you. It's directed away from Heidi, by the way. That's how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. And I love this story. 8-year-old hero receives a thank you video from John Cena. This is neat. This little boy, 8-year-old kid in Pennsylvania, saved his sister's life after watching pro wrestler John Cena demonstrate CPR on a Nickelodeon prank show. So a few weeks ago, Jackson Dempsey, 8 years old, noticed his 20-month-old sister choking while his dad was driving, choked on a chicken nugget. Says, we were driving to my haircut, and I noticed she was starting to choke from this chicken nugget. I told my dad to pull over. Then I was starting to pat her on the back, and I just got it out.
Oh, wow.
They said, how in the world did you know how to do that? He said, it was on a show called The Substitutes on Nickelodeon. The very first episode, John Cena was on it. And on the last part of the show, he showed how to save somebody when they're choking. So, after this got posted online and went viral, guess what happened? He got a video
How great is that?
from
That's
John Cena.
So cool.
And he says, hey, Jackson, it's 16-time WWE champ and peacemaker John Cena saying hello. Now, I heard a story about you, and it really touched my heart. A story that in a time of crisis, you were brave enough to take action, and you saved your little sister's life.
How cool.
It's just amazing. So he went on to just say some really great stuff. And there's a video of the video, so you can see the video, but then my favorite thing is a video of the kid
seeing
watching the video.
How cute is that?
It is so cool. And how cool is that of John Cena to go, you know what, I'm going to send a video to them. He didn't have to do that, but he did. So I'm really glad that he did. I've got a link to that if you want to see it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.